life. Perhaps there's other underlying things in the realm of the spirit that need to be dealt with. Okay, and since we're here, no doesn't mean God hasn't heard you. In fact, no in itself is also an answer. And there's many instances in the Bible where God told people no. The Bible tells, I believe this is 1 Corinthians, maybe chapter 28. God told David no. David wanted to build a church. David had a heart to build a church for God, that the Ark of the Covenant can have a resting place. And the Lord said, I've seen your heart. I can see that you want to do the right thing. But honestly, your hands are too bloody to build my tabernacle. And so I'm going to use your son Solomon. Now, can you imagine that David had to then wait? I mean, David was already in his 50s when this took place, right? When Solomon was born. Can you imagine having to wait for Solomon to grow up? I mean, David passed on when he was 70. Solomon was still a young boy. Solomon had not even built the temple yet. So, and no doesn't mean that God doesn't like you. And delay doesn't mean that God doesn't like you. Believe you me, it's part of the process. Paul was also told no. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, I believe. Paul said from the verse 7, because of the abundance of the revelation that has been given unto me, a messenger of Satan has been sent to buffet me. And I besought the Lord 3 times that he would take this away from me. And the Lord rather responded that my grace is sufficient for you. And then Paul came to say that, and I'll rather now glory in my infirmity, that the power of God might rest upon you. So you're not the only one who's told no. Elijah was told no. 1 Kings chapter 19. He told the Lord, look, I'm tired. Look, I'm discouraged. Look, a lot is going on. Jezebel is on my case. Your people, they don't listen. Your people, they slayed all the prophets. I'm tired of this. Lord, take my life. 1 Kings 19. The Lord's response, go and appoint 2 kings. Go and raise another prophet. And immediately Elijah had to go and find Elisha, and he cast his mantle upon him. And I believe for a minimum of 6 years, Elijah then walked with Elisha until his ascension onto heaven. So a delay doesn't mean no, or a delay is not a bad thing, or no doesn't mean a bad thing. You're not in trouble. Something bad isn't happening to your life. It doesn't mean that God hates you. It's literally part of the process. If you like, God told his son no. Luke chapter 22, the Bible says that, oh Lord, if you will, let this cup pass away from me. But nonetheless, not my will, let your will be done. Okay. And the Lord said, okay, my will be done, and I'll not listen to you. And you are going to drink of this cup. Matter of fact, you're going to finish it and swallow the whole thing. Okay. So God even told his son no. And Jesus is God. So, friend, God even tells himself no. Okay, so no is not a bad thing. Delay is not a bad thing. All those don't equate to God not hearing you. So I want us to be confident that God hears us in prayer. And I believe that this confidence in 2025 is going to take our prayer life to the next level. Beloved of God, this is yours truly, Prophet Levy Makhoha, tuning out. Catch us next time for what the Lord has to say. Shalom.